Imagine a classroom where each student gets exactly 2 minutes to speak before passing the turn to the next. This is exactly how round robin scheduling works in your CPU. Diving to get a complete breakdown of round robin scheduling in operating systems.
Now let's see about round robin scheduling. So round robin scheduling is a preemptive CPU scheduling algorithm where each process is assigned a fixed time quantum. Processes are here scheduled in a circular queue. Key point of this scheduling is it is one of the fairest scheduling techniques because every process gets an equal share of CPU time. So now let's see an example. So this is an example where we have 5 processes and their arrival times are from 0 to 4 and they have their unique burst times. So the time quantum given is 2 and we have to find the average turnaround time and the average waiting time. So the first step to solve this problem is to draw a Gantt chart. Let me explain you how this Gantt chart has been made. So at timeline 0, P1 arrives. So P1 takes the CPU. And at timeline 1, we have to note that P2 has been arrived. So at the ready queue, P2 will be waiting to back the CPU once the P1 comes out with the completion of its task by 2 timelines. Then P3 has been arrived at timeline 2. But in timeline 2, P1 has been preempted because only a process can run for time quantum 2. So P1 is preempted with a burst time of 3. Then P2 is given the CPU. Then P3 has also been arrived. So at time quantum 2, the ready queue will look like P3, P1. So always the process that has been arrived at a particular timeline will stay in the head of the ready queue and the process that has been preempted will stay in the tail of the ready queue. So like this the Gantt chart has been made till timeline 14 and then the second step is to find the turnaround time and the waiting time. So for finding turnaround time we have to subtract the completion time and the arrival time and for the waiting time we have to subtract the turnaround time and the burst time. So the completion time can be taken from the Gantt chart. So we have to note that the using the formula the turnaround time and the waiting time has been calculated. So the third step is to find the average turnaround time where we have to add this and divide by 5 because we have 5 processes. So the average turnaround time comes of 8.6 units. And the last step is to find the average waiting time where we are going to add this and divide by 5 because of the 5 processes. So average waiting time comes around 5.8 units.